because I think that probably what was happening was he was probably getting a lot of the same advice that I was getting from political consultants. Because I had a lot of political consultants calling me, asking, "Hey, are you going to run? We'd love for you to run. You know, the political or the donor class is really excited about you." I don't know how much of that was true, right? But we could have done a lot together, and I think that he knew that. But he has people that are surrounding him that I think were trying to drive a wedge and telling him, "Hey, listen, you want to be the only electable Republican," because that's what they're telling me. You want Californians who only vote for Democrats to vote for you. And I tell people, if you do that, you go about it the Schwarzenegger route, where we get a Republican governor and we still have a Democratic executive branch, a Democratic assembly, a Democratic Senate, and nothing's ever really going to get done. So we have to come in like it's a business. And if you're going to come into a business, a lot of times, like they're doing with Doge, you got to fire everybody. And so I want to get rid of everybody in the Senate. I want to get rid of everybody in the Assembly. I want to get rid of everybody in the executive branch. I want to get rid of, all, if we can, a lot of these people in the Congress, because you cannot drain half of a swamp. You have to come for everybody. And we want to say, oh, well, Pelosi. Well, what about Mitch McConnell? What about Lindsey Graham? What about Ken Calvert? What about these people that have been in there for 20, 30, 35 years and they're not going anywhere? Are they or are they not also part of the problem?
It's I don't know how you fix this situation, man, because this is you have a party that's not necessarily even pushing good candidates anymore. They're not pushing pro-constitution candidates. I know when we had that call or the spaces with you and Daniel Mercury talking, I mean, you guys were talking about the Constitution. You guys were talking about restoring rights that are embedded in our laws, but like none of these guys are talking about it. And when you talk about political consultants running the show, I can tell you I'm a Nevada party member in the Republican Party. I'm part of the committee there. I was a caucus captain for the Trump 24 campaign. We delivered a lot of votes, and I saw essentially a lot of political campaigns, and I ran for office. When somebody tells me that they're listening to their political consultants, to me that's like literally the word. It's like suicide. It's suicide, because if you listen to political consultants in modern day and you make decisions like this that are not good for really the movement as a whole, really what you're doing is you're presenting something very inauthentic, and I think people read that nowadays. I think they'd rather see somebody with blemishes, but it's a real person, as opposed to somebody that is so, we saw with the Al Gore election. That's another example where Al Gore lost that election because of his political consultants, because of the bad information. So my point of view is political consultants are the kiss of death. You got to go with your gut.